shocked, outraged, shaken. Zapiro says the Paris massacre has left him devastated.
So this is an unbelievable attack on everything that I suppose that I stand for. Freedom of expression, satire, cartooning, freedom of the press, secular society, and of course individual cartoonists like myself who've been trying to push the boundaries, and they push really, really hard, and they have a particular way of doing it, and they were just murdered in cold blood.
Zapiro says he penned a cartoon about the killing this past weekend to show empathy for the people gunned down and to be part of the global solidarity for freedom and satire.
I have had threats. I have pushed boundaries. I have gone far. I know what that fear feels like. I don't know what they experience. I don't know what that feels like, because we've never had anything like that. This is a big, massive jump in world events in terms of cartooning and satire. I don't want to let people who take the argument too far in terms of how far did they go too far, because that is in a sense making them responsible for their own murders, and I don't want to encourage that.
Multi-award-winning Zapiro is also considered as one of the most controversial cartoonists in South Africa and has faced multi-million-dollar lawsuits for some of his cartoons depicting South African President Jacob Zuma. The cases against him were eventually dropped, but Zapiro is adamant that he will continue pushing boundaries in his work in the name of freedom of speech and tolerance.
The fact that 100,000 people pitched up holding pencils in Paris, and then 3 million people marched in various places in France, is really important for group solidarity. And around the world, the Je suis Charlie movement is very, very important. So I don't want to downplay that. At the same time, this is a massive thing that's just happened. And when each person sits down and thinks, well, what am I going to do now? How far am I prepared to go today or next week or next month? That for me, that I've felt very strongly, those are two different things. The group solidarity is pushing things in one direction, but the individual's decision as to how far to go, that's going to be key for each person. How much self-censorship do you allow? And just where are you prepared to take things? That is where this thing has pushed us.
Renee Calm, CCTV, Cape Town.